Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video we're going to talk start collecting Warhammer Age of Sigmar, and today we're going to talk how to start a brand new Slaves to Darkness army with the new Slaves to Darkness army set that's coming out. Now in this video we're going to go through talk about all the units in the box set before looking at some other units we can use to expand upon this initial purchase. We'll then finish off the video with a little sample army of 1,000 points for you to use as some inspiration for starting your own Slaves to Darkness army for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. And to start with, we have a big character model in this box set, the Demon Prince. Now, the Demon Prince can choose from a variety of different weapons, either the Demonic Axe, Hellforged Sword, or Malefic Talons. It can choose to have either wings or a trophy rack. Now, the wings will give it the nice big extra movement, which will have a movement of 12 instead of 8 and gain the fly keyword. Or you can choose the trophy rack, where if this unit has a trophy rack, you do not take battleshock tests for friendly units wholly within 9 inch of this unit. In addition, each time an enemy hero or monster is destroyed by this unit in the same turn, increase this range by 3 inch, and that can keep increasing depending on how much it kills. As a 6-up reward, and then you go into the different weapon options. So we have the Demonic Axe, which is 5 attacks, 3 threes, Ren 2, damage 2. Or you got 5 attacks with the Hellforged Sword, 3s and 4s to wound, Ren 1, damage D3. Though you do on a 6 to hit with the Hellforged Sword, do D3 mortal wounds instead. Now, you've also got the Malefic Talons, which just have a ton of attacks at 8 attacks, 3 threes, no Ren, damage 2. You lastly have the Immortal Champion rule, where you can carry out one of the following special heroic actions, in addition to any other it could carry out. Now, this does depend on what Chaos mark you are. So, if you're Chaos Undivided, you can get Always Strikes First. If you are the God Khorne, the Demon Prince, until the end of the turn, each time an enemy model is slain by wounds allocated from attacks by this unit, you heal a wound. The Zinch Demon Prince will, if the enemy hero phase, you can roll a dice each time the spell targets this unit on 2+, you can ignore it. The Nurgle Demon Prince would get to until the end of the turn. Ward rolls cannot be made for enemy units while they're in 3 inch, a really nice one. Or the Slaanesh Demon Prince will, if this unit makes a charge move, add 1 to its attacks characteristics of this unit's melee weapons. So, all pretty good. I really do like the Always Strikes First, though, being on the Undivided. Now, we look into the couple of units, and the first one we get 10 Chaos Chosen. Now, these can be made into 5 model units, and also Chaos Chosen can become battle line in the right particular subfaction, so we do have a fully playable army out the box here if we're using a particular subfaction. Now, Chaos Chosen have 3 wounds each, a 3-up save, Bravery 8, Move 5, and they've got their Soul Splitters for 3 attacks each at a 2-inch range, 3s, 3s, Rent 1, damage 2. The champion will get an extra attack, and their standard bearer will add 1 to their bravery. Meanwhile, the Skull Drummer, you can add 1 to charge rolls for this unit, if it includes any. Once per battle in the combat phase, thanks to the Heralds of Ruination ability, after this unit has fought for the first time, you can say it will unleash Ruin, and if you do so, they'll get to fight again, but they get the Strike Last effect applying to that second fight. Soul Splitters, if the modified hit roll is a 6 for their weapons, they inflict a mortal wound in addition to any other damage. And the Rewards of Chaos, this unit, after you've deployed your Slaves to Darkness army, can roll on the Eye of the Gods table. Now, the last unit we get inside this box set is the brand new Ogroid Theradons. Now, they can be battle line if you've got an Ogroid Myrmidon character within your army, 1 unit for 1 character, very similar to how Skaven did it. But they have 5 wounds, 5-up save, 6-inch movement, Bravery 6. You've got 2 different weapon options, which really is a big choice. You can either choose to go with hand weapon and shield, which would give you a 4-up save characteristic instead of the 5-up, but you get a damage 2 weapon with Ren 1. Or you go for the same base profile with 3 attacks, 3s and 3s, but get Ren 2, damage 3 if you go for the 2-handed axe. Of course, you won't get the shields with them. Now, you've got the Berserk Rage rule, where add 1 to the wound rolls for attacks made by melee weapons from this unit if it's been wounded at all earlier in the turn. The Unleashed Savagery allows you to once per battle, if this unit's picked a fight, you can say Unleash their Savagery and they get +1 attack. However, they cannot receive the Inspiring Presence command the same turn they do this. And so, where to go next? I think the first place to look for me is the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. This is just a really good support piece for any Slaves to Darkness army. Now, it's got the ability to provide a 6-up ward in your hero phase to a friendly Slaves to Darkness mortal unit wholly within 12 inch of it, but really, demonic power, its spell with a casting value of 6 and range of 18 inch is where it comes into its own. This allows you to pick a friendly mortal Slaves to Darkness unit within range and line of sight of the caster and add 1 to hit and wound rolls for them. Now we also have Chaos Warriors. This is a different unit we can bring to the table, a little bit more baseline than your Chaos Chosen, who are much more elite. 3-up save and 2 wounds. Now, their standard bearer will allow them to get +1 bravery, Hornblower allows you to get +1 to charge, and the champion gets an extra attack. The Bringers of Desolation rule allows them to add 1 to their attacks characteristic for their melee weapons while they're wholly within enemy territory or wholly within 12 inch and an objective you do not control. And they got a base 5-up ward save as well against mortal wounds. Now, you've got the option of the Murderous Weapons for 2 attacks, 3/3s, Ren 1 damage 1 at a 1-inch range, or going for Ensorcelled Halberds with a 2-inch range, 2 attacks, 4/3s, Ren 1 damage 1. And so then we have the Chaos Knights, our basic Chaos Cavalry for the army. Chaos Knights have 3 wounds and a 3-up save, and they have a variety of different weapon options. Now, each model in the Chaos unit baseline has the Cursed Lance with 3 attacks, 4/3s, Ren 1 damage 1, and they will get to improve the damage characteristic and Ren by 1 in a turn in which they've charged. Now, the Chaos Champion, the Doom Knight, can add 1 to their attack characteristic and can have the Cursed Flail or Ensorcelled Warhammer. Cursed Flail has 6 attacks at 3/3s, no Ren damage 1, or the Ensorcelled Warhammer will have 3 attacks, 4/3s, Ren 1 damage 2. You also get a few extra attacks in there for your Chaos Horsies. Now, they've got the Chaos Rune Shields as well for a 5-up ward save against mortal wound, and the Riders of Doom rule allows when a model in this unit makes an attack with a Chaos Lance, instead of using the range characteristic for that attack, you can target units that are within half an inch of another model that is attacking this unit and the unit you're targeting. Now, lastly, Chaos Chariots. I think these are really fun. Now, the baseline Chaos Chariot we have here, once per battle you can run and still charge with this unit, and the Swift Death allows this unit to, when it makes a charge move, pick an enemy unit within an inch and roll a number of dice equal to the charge roll for this model, and for a 5+, the enemy unit will suffer some mortal wounds. Just another fun unit to bring to the table. And so, this is our sample army for the Slaves to Darkness. We've gone for the Damned Legion, Host of the Ever-Chosen. What this is going to allow us to do is we get all our Chaos Chosen, Knights, Varangard, and Chaos Warriors will get to use the Rally Command on a 4+ rather than a 6. In addition, we're also going to get to pick an additional Ensorcelled Banner. We've got the Mortal Realm of Akshi here just for the narrative, and then Grand Strategy, no place for the weak, meaning we're having to destroy all the battle line on the table. Triumph-wise, we've gone Inspired for +1 to wound. Now, Slaves to Darkness, Daemon Prince is going to be our General, the Hellforged Sword, and then the command trait Diabolic Mastery as well. This is one of my favourite ones. What this is going to allow our Slaves to Darkness Demon Prince to do is use all those different abilities where once per battle, when you carry out a heroic ability with this model, you can choose to use one of the abilities that it doesn't actually have access to, doesn't have the right keywords. So normally we get the Undivided one, but we can choose to use like Khorne, Demon, Prince of Tzeentch ones, etc. once per game as well. Now, Chaos Sorcerer Lord is going to be carrying out Artifact, the Arcane Tome, for an additional cast, because really, we're never going to cast that other spell if we've got the ability to cast his demonic power. So, wanting that extra cast there, Marker Chaos Undivided, and Binding Damnation for making one of our opponent's units have the Always Strikes last ability. Now, we've gone for 2 units of 5 Chaos Chosen, and we've got both of them with different banners here. So we've got the Chaos Undivided Marker. We've got 2 of the banners. So first of all, the Dreaded Banner allows each time this unit rolls on the Eye of the Gods table, you can roll 2 dice instead of 1, and pick 1 to be used as your roll. And the other one, the Blasphemous Icon, when this model is on the battlefield, you subtract 1 from chanting rolls for prayers by priests that don't have the Chaos keyword. On top of this, we've got our 3 Ogre Theradons with the Arc of Chaos Undivided as well, and the whole army wrapped up in a battle regiment for a 1-drop army, 985 points, no reinforced units, no allies, 60 wounds is pretty decent, and 1 drop. If you've got some ideas on the new Slaves to Darkness, let us know down in the comments below. And so that is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and drop a comment letting us know what you enjoyed about the video down in the comments below. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here at Sinful Gaming, you can do so by joining our Discord server down in the video's description. Also down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel. If you want to do so, you can go and buy some merch either at our Teespring store or from our Ko-fi account, or you can join Patreon or YouTube members. Our YouTube members, when we're on live streams, will get some cool little emojis that they can only use. Now, as a special thanks to all our Patreons and YouTube members, we'd like to give a shout out to them. So thank you to our Patreons, Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lower, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan T, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Derek, Bloobs, Benjamin Suarez, and Red Martin. And a special thank you to our YouTube members as well, Green Ridge Gaming, Kenton Young, Ronya, Locklorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, John Castle, Davis Wire, and James South. Lastly, a special thank you to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel you see here. That's it though. Thank you once again for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.